we're giving away a job. Pepsi Max Score Search.
With the scoreboard update, I'm Leon Camps. How about those White Sox? The winning streak is now at 9 after a win last night over the Red Sox, 10-7.
The Cubs and Braves finish off the series tonight in Atlanta. Around Major League Baseball yesterday, the Yankees beat the Red Sox 6-5. The Dodgers took care of the Giants 3-2, and the Reds over the Cards 9-3.
Giovanni Soto hit a 2-run homer in the 9th to put the Cubs ahead for good. The Cubs and the Braves finish off the series tonight in Atlanta.
The Sox take on the Athletics tonight with the U.S. Cellular pregame show at 6:30 with Chris Ranji. The Cubs start off their 9-game road trip with a huge win over the Atlanta Braves.
I'm James Heisted, and for the Pepsi Max Score Search live from Chicago Blue and Bar in Frankfort, courtesy of Budweiser, the great American lager, this is the radio home of the Chicago White Sox. Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's sports action.
Scoreboard update, I'm Mark Kruger. The White Sox put a hurting on the Indians last night at U.S. Cellular Field with a 3-2 victory.
The Sox battled the Indians tonight again with a 6:30 p.m. U.S. Cellular pre-game show. The Cubs blow a 4-run lead in the 8th and lose to the Braves in Atlanta, 6-5.
Meanwhile, the White Sox were shut down by Oakland pitcher Vin Mazzaro. He goes 6 1/3 of 3-hit ball in his big league debut, and the A's beat the White Sox 5-0.
The White Sox putting a hurting on the Indians last night at U.S. Cellular Field with a 3-2 victory. Josh Fields went for 2 for 3 and drove in 2 runs while John Banks got his 15th win of the season.
I'm Roy Herman, and for the Pepsi Max Score Search, live from Mullens and Lisle, courtesy of Budweiser, the great American lager. This is the radio home of the White Sox. Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago Sports Station.
Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys.
I'm Luke Townsend with a scoreboard update. The Cubs won a big game in Atlanta as they beat the Braves 3-2 in 12 innings in a thriller.
Derek Lee smacked a home run in the top of the 12th to win it for the Cubs. The White Sox have hit a little losing streak after getting beaten by the Athletics last night 6-3.
Tonight, the same teams battle again with the U.S. Cellular pregame show at 6:35. The Cubs won a big game in Atlanta as they beat the Braves 3-2 in 12 innings.
Derek Lee smacked a home run in the top of the 12th to win it for the Cubs. Jay Cutler was working at Hallis Hall today, according to our own Zach Zaidman.
He was firing passes with close to 100% accuracy. With the Pepsi Max Scores Search live from Yak-Zie's in Wrigleyville, I'm Kevin Blanchard on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago Sports Station. The Pepsi Max Scores Search is presented by Budweiser, the great American lager.
I'm Larry Sonak with a scoreboard update. 2 straight losses for the White Sox at the hands of the Oakland A's, coming down to a 5-3 final last night.
Bobby Crosby and Landon Powell hit up Clayton Richard for back-to-back homers in the 4th, and Jermaine Dye hit one out for the White Sox.
But other than that, the Sox had no answer for Josh Outman. After the game, the White Sox promoted top prospect Gordon Beckham to the majors, and he will likely play today against the A's. U.S. Cellular pregame hits at 12:35 today with Chris Ranji.
I'm Bob Matero with a Pepsi Max Score Search report on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago Sports Station. We're live here at Wireless Planet in Huntley, Illinois for the Pepsi Max Score Search.
I'm Roger Plummer with a scoreboard update. The Cubs were rained out in Atlanta last night. They will make that game up on June 22nd in Atlanta.
Carlos Zambrano will start in Cincinnati tonight. And according to Cubs manager Lou Piniella, Milton Bradley will be available as a pinch hitter this weekend against the Reds as his calf injury is healing.
Kobe Bryant, I never cheated on my wife, scored 40 for the Lakers during a 100-75 win over Orlando in Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
and it's all even in the Stanley Cup Finals as Pittsburgh beats Detroit 4-2 to make it 2-2 in that best-of-7 series.
Soccer. The Chicago Fire in town tonight to kick it with Houston. I'm Jack Sumi on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago Sports Station, live from the Emerald Isle for the Pepsi Max Score Search presented by Budweiser, the great American lager.